girl. Break.
Yay, Tina! Good girl!
Job, Tina. Let's go.
Woohoo!
Stay. Good. See, I'm doing under the surface stuff, okay? So, I'm teaching her how to take direction as well through this process, right? How to look at what I'm saying and try things and get and learning how to learn, pretty much. The whole thing is, if you make a mistake, there'll be pressure. If you keep making it, it'll turn into punishment, so that you stop making it. But the only other rule is, if you're trying, no corrections, no punishment, just informational stuff. If you're not trying, then there'll be punishment for not trying. So the dog ends up knowing they have to try something. They try the wrong thing, they'll get some time where it's just stim saying no, but if they keep trying it, it'll eventually turn into punishment. But they have to keep trying. They can't just hold still and do nothing either. So she's learning that through this right here. Okay, and you'll see us go back and forth. She also knows that when I look at her and I give her a hand gesture, I'm talking to her. Now she doesn't know what it means. It's her responsibility to try and to take my direction. I'll say hot and cold, and then she'll get it right, and I'll say good. A couple reps down the road, she remembers the scenario. She remembers it, okay. Good girl. So good doesn't mean you can get up, does it? Right? Good girl. So those are the small things, because if I don't tackle those, if I don't teach it with that understanding, it falls apart really quick. You just put your dog in a command, you tell her she's a good girl, she pops right up, it's a mess, and you actually needed it because you're in a situation where you need to control. It doesn't do any good. Okay, so good just means keep doing what you're doing. It doesn't mean you're free from all commands. You did a great job. Every dog that comes in here thinks that's the case because that's how it's used at home, right? Good. Good right now is my marker to tell her I like what you're doing right now, so keep doing it. Okay? It doesn't mean I liked what you're doing, so now stop everything and get out of your command and go crazy. That's when I say the release word and then I offer play, that's when she does that. Okay? Good. And then this.
Woo! Good girl!
That's her release and she knows it. Nice work. I am so proud of you. Good job. Good girl. Very nice. Very good. Did you do a good one? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Good girl. Okay. Down. Good girl. Nothing. That's the third time we did this. First time took forever. Second time still took some time. This time near immediately. Okay. That's the trajectory that happens a lot with the dogs that come through here, because we let them try. The first few reps can look so bad because we're allowing them to do all the wrong choices. I'm not taking their behavioral choices down by holding them with a leash, so then they can't go and try everything. They're able to try everything, so oftentimes they do. But then 3 or 4 times down the road, they understand it. Good girl. And now she remembers right here, okay, that's what that means. That's memorable in this session, right? 4 reps, or however, 3 to 4 reps. The last one, got it right immediately. No correction, not even any sensation on the collar at all. Okay, good girl. But you can see she's taking it seriously too, though. See, that's the thing, is that we teach it with elements of seriousness into it, so that when we go to practice in real life, that's the association to the commands. It's like, I should listen to those. Not that it's a party and it's a game and that it's a trick. No, these are commands. There's a certain feel you need to feel when you hear, like my dad used to say, hey, what are you doing? There's a certain feeling in my stomach I got. I want that in there a little bit with these commands, especially for these puppies, so they understand those commands are not tricks. This is not shake. This is stay there, or there's consequences. So you see the dog, okay, I've got it. Good. Those are the same as laws for us in our societies to keep us on track. We don't break them oftentimes because of the consequences that follow. Okay? Good. Now, if I taught this like it was a trick, it would be a shit show in real life. Now, I teach down with food and toys and it's all happy. That's the association to the command. So you start using them, you see, they're gonna down, but they're gonna be like this and unreliable because it's play. We're using that play part of our brain to teach it. So if you don't ever take the time to transfer it over to it being a serious feeling with it, which you can teach it with play and then mature the session so that they take a more serious vibe. Or you could just start like this, how we do, and have the serious vibe, using situations to give context. Okay, good. You see the eyes there? Those are those eyes. Those are the eyes of a dog not wanting to make a mistake. That is a very important element for me to have dynamically in our relationship, to have a dog listen to me, especially when they don't want to. They're looking at me like, am I doing what he said? Am I doing it right? That's the missing element at home, right? Okay, good. Break.
Woo! Good girl,
Yes.
Tina!
And then you keep the spirits up when you release. And that's oftentimes we have another dog out here and we do some playing in between these experiences. And we're bringing out and we're putting them in experiences to learn how to do these commands, but also how to feel about them and how they're used in reality. It's not just in a quiet training room. Maybe there's somebody walking down the street and now I need to tell my pack to stay while I go up there and deal with it. And then I turn around and tell them all to be quiet and lay down. Even if the dog doesn't know any of those things, they have all the dogs around them to cheat off their paper, and they have me giving them information. As long as they're trying, they're going to be okay. It's the dogs who don't want to try that are going to make mistakes, and then we're going to go through whatever we have to go through to make them realize you need to pay attention. Okay? The way that we do that is we allow them to not pay attention and watch the mistakes that they make. When they do pay attention, they realize they're not making as many mistakes. So they form this state of mind, this working state of mind, this calm state of mind where they're able to take direction and be on their P's and Q's. And then when we say break, go play, they're able to be a dog again and go and be goofy and pee on trees and play and, you know, be silly. But there's this mode we need them to go in when they hear certain sounds. Shh. When I make that sound, I need you to calm down and look at me, take direction. Then I'm going to start giving commands, right? Okay? Or if you hear that beep, drop whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter if what you're doing is the funnest thing in the world or the scariest thing in the world. Drop what you're doing, calm down, and come back to me and wait for direction. Okay? That's where it's at. That's where you get a dog who's reliable, a good companion, can do things with you, still be a dog, still have fun. But when you need that control, you take the control you need to get through the situation. Okay? Break.
Woo! Good girl!
I think that's it for her today.
Yeah. Great job.